On March the 8th, 2026, Elena Jessica, a young Nigerian woman, became the latest casualty of the cosmetic surgery industry. According to reports circulating across Nigerian media and social platforms, Elena Jessica died after complications from a second Brazilian butt lift procedure performed by Sinusure Aesthetic Plastic Surgery in Lagos. Friends and family began sharing tributes online, while others demanded investigations into the hospital's safety procedures. Details that emerged afterward painted a disturbing picture. Elena Jessica had reportedly attempted to undergo the procedure at another clinic earlier, but the request was declined. She later turned to a different hospital where the surgery was performed. Soon after, complications reportedly developed, infection set in, her condition worsened. Some reports even alleged that during the critical post-operation period, she was left without proper care as her health deteriorated. Within hours, the story spread across Nigerian social media. To many observers, this was not just another tragic incident. It felt like the inevitable result of a dangerous cultural obsession that had been building quietly for years. An obsession with a body shape that for thousands of young women across Africa had become a symbol of beauty, success, and social validation. But behind the glamorous Instagram photos and the influencers celebrating their quote new bodies, a darker reality had been unfolding, and this death forced Nigerians to confront it. The Brazilian butt lift, commonly known as BBL, is a cosmetic surgery that transfers fat from one part of the body, usually the stomach or thighs, into the buttocks to create a fuller shape. In theory, it is a routine aesthetic procedure. In practice, it has become one of the most controversial cosmetic surgeries in the world. The procedure exploded in popularity during the 2010s, driven largely by global celebrity culture. Curvy bodies were increasingly celebrated in entertainment and social media. The hourglass figure became the dominant beauty standard across Instagram, TikTok, and music videos. African pop culture amplified the trend even further. Afrobeats videos, celebrity influencers, and social media personalities began celebrating exaggerated curves as the ultimate symbol of attractiveness and desirability. Soon, cosmetic surgery clinics across Nigeria, Ghana, Kenya, and South Africa began advertising body sculpting procedures that promised dramatic transformations. The marketing was seductive. Clinics showcased dramatic before and after photos. Influencers openly discussed their procedures. Some even promoted specific surgeons. What was rarely emphasized were the risks. Medical experts have long warned that BBL surgery carries unusually high risks. During the procedure, fat is removed through liposuction and then injected into the buttocks. But if the fat accidentally enters major blood vessels, it can travel to the lungs or heart, causing a fat embolism which can be fatal within minutes. For years, plastic surgery organizations around the world have warned that BBL has one of the highest mortality rates of any cosmetic procedure. Despite these warnings, demand kept growing. Part of the problem was regulation. In many African countries, cosmetic surgery clinics operate in a regulatory gray area. While some are legitimate medical facilities, others operate with minimal oversight. Inexperienced practitioners, poorly equipped clinics, and inadequate post-operative care have all contributed to a growing number of complications. Yet, the industry kept expanding because demand kept rising. To understand the BBL craze in Africa, you must understand the societal pressures surrounding beauty. For many young women, physical appearance has become deeply tied to social status. On social media, beauty is currency. The right body shape can translate into followers, brand deals, relationships with wealthy partners, and access to social circles that might otherwise remain closed. In this environment, the BBL became more than a cosmetic procedure. It became an investment. Some women saved for years to afford surgery. Others took loans. Some traveled abroad to countries like Turkey or the United Arab Emirates, where medical tourism packages promised luxury cosmetic transformations. But increasingly, many opted for cheaper procedures at local clinics, and that is where the risks multiplied. Nigeria has quietly become one of the largest cosmetic surgery markets in Africa. In cities like Lagos and Abuja, cosmetic clinics now advertise procedures ranging from liposuction and tummy tucks to full body contouring. Some clinics operate professionally with trained plastic surgeons, others do not. Investigations over the years have exposed clinics operating without proper licensing, with poorly trained practitioners performing high-risk procedures. Complications are often hidden. When surgeries go wrong, clinics may quietly transfer patients to larger hospitals. Families may be pressured to remain silent. In some cases, deaths never even become public. But every now and then, a tragedy breaks through the silence, like the death that surfaced on March the 8th. Part of the reason the BBL craze continues is because of how it is portrayed online. Social media platforms are filled with images of quote-unquote successful cosmetic transformations. Influencers proudly display their new figures. Before and after photos circulate widely, but the complications rarely go viral. You rarely see the infections. You rarely see the surgical scars that never heal properly. You rarely see the months of recovery, pain, and medical complications that many patients quietly endure. And you never almost see the funerals. When tragedies do emerge, they briefly dominate online conversations before disappearing from public attention until the next death. The woman who died on March the 8th, Elena Jessica, had reportedly undergone a second BBL surgery, something that experts often consider even riskier than the first surgery. Family members later revealed that she had previously been advised to remove the earlier procedure rather than repeat it, but she went ahead anyway. Her story is painfully familiar. Across Africa, countless young women pursue increasingly dramatic cosmetic procedures in search of the perfect body. But perfection often comes with a price, like we said before. Sometimes that price is financial, sometimes it is medical, and sometimes, as this latest tragedy shows, it is fatal. The death reported on March the 9th is unlikely to be the last. As long as social media continues to glorify surgically enhanced bodies, demand for procedures like BBL will remain strong. Clinics will continue to offer them, influencers will continue to promote them. But the tragedy forces a difficult question. How many more women must die before the conversation around cosmetic surgery in Africa becomes honest? Because behind every viral BBL transformation photo is a surgical table. Behind every glamorous Instagram body is a medical procedure that often carries real risk. And behind every death, like this one, is a painful reminder that beauty, when pursued recklessly, can become deadly. Thank you for joining us today. Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you later.